Hello there guys and welcome, it is Niran here, and today it's time for me to bring you episode number 17 of season 2 of our Leicester City career mode, and that of course signals the first episode where we have Daniel Amartey in the squad. You guys have been asking for him literally in the comment section from season 1, episode number 1, and finally we have bought him after Leicester of course, bought him in real life. But we are now of course out of the transfer window. You saw deadline day last time out. We made 2 signings, one pre-contract agreement being Antonio Rudiger and of course signing Daniel Amartey as well. But today we are of course out of the transfer window, so we've got 3 games today. We'll be playing Hull in the Barclays Premier League, followed by a tough test against Chelsea in the Barclays Premier League, and then a 5th round FA Cup tie against Tottenham. But that 5th round FA Cup tie against Tottenham comes just 3 days before what will open up next episode, which is a game against Bayern Munich in the Champions League. So we're going to have to really put out a very weakened team, because obviously the game against Bayern Munich is very much the priority. Nevertheless, in the background you've been seeing a squad report. We're into a new month, therefore there's a bit of growth. There weren't really too many players that went up, to be honest with you. A few youngsters like Karlgren, Story, Joe Dodu. The only main guy who I think went up in the sort of starting 11 is actually Nicholas Nkulu, who's now up to an 83 overall, so he's gone up 1 since the start of the season. You can see Sisto there is 78, that was due to some training last episode, and also Kasper Schmeichel of course went up 1 recently as well due to training. He's now up to 76, so the only bit of main growth really from Nicholas Nkulu. Some of the players out on loan, they're growing as well. Lasse Vigen Sloth and Lasse Ling, the 2 Danes from the youth academy, they're out on loan to I think Colchester and Walsall respectively, and they've both gone up an overall as well, or another 1 on top of the ones they've already gone up. Nevertheless, it's now time to get into the first game of today's episode, and this is the game that signals Daniel Amartey's debut for the club. You can see him there in the middle, and now you can see him on the screen. We're playing against Hull here at the King Power Stadium. Hull, who were promoted in season 1 of this save to the Premier League, so they're a newly promoted side. We played them earlier on in the season, but I actually can't remember what the result was. I think it might have been a draw, something along the lines of. There you can see Amartey though making his debut. Not entirely sure why he's number 46. I will change that to number 4. There you can see the squad though in the background. Schmeichel in goal, Perez, Nkulu, Wimmer and Schlupp at the back, because Schlupp's coming in to replace the injured Masuaku. Kante and of course Amartey as the defensive mids, and the usual going up front. But Perez has been found here by N'Golo Kante on the overlap, and just 6 minutes into this game, Perez has swung a ball into the box for Okazaki. It's there for Daniel Amartey, and what a debut! Just 6.5 minutes into his Leicester debut, and Daniel Amartey has scored. Shinji Okazaki's nodded the ball down. It'll be the easiest goal the Ghanaian will ever score. Last episode, I said I'm not expecting him to score many goals, and 6.5 minutes into his debut, he's scored, and the man who set it up from Okazaki just hit the post there thanks to a deflection from a Hull defender. We're going forward again here, finding Jeffrey Schlupp, who finds Herman in the box, and what a save that is from the Hull goalkeeper Fabrizio. We're going forward again though. Herman's found Okazaki, who's perhaps going to try and cut back inside. He does so. Can he finish? No, because it's a fantastic one-handed save from Fabrizio again, and somehow we're not leading this game by more than 1 goal. But as you can see right on the edge of half-time, poor defending from Hull has been capitalised upon by Brill Donald Mbolo, who scores the 2nd goal of the game and gives us a 2-0 lead, goes off and karate kicks the corner flag, and we now lead 2-0 thanks to that goal from Mbolo, but more importantly, a debut goal from Daniel Amartey. The absolute scenes here at the King Power Stadium. Meanwhile, Patrick Herman's just annihilated someone for pace, but unfortunately his strike is straight into the hands of Fabrizio. Hull getting their first chance of the game, but it goes harmlessly over Schmeichel's bar. And we're going forward again. Zahovic has now found Amartey, who then finds Riyad Mahrez. Can Amartey add an assist to his tally? No, he can't, because the shot from Mahrez is blocked. Okazaki, though, keeps it in with some backspin. He crosses it in for Zahovic. Amartey's there trying to score a second, but it's blocked. It now falls to Gökhan Inler, who nods it down. His shot's blocked. The 4th chance of this highlight, and then it's saved by Fabrizio. Hull hanging on to just a 2-goal deficit by the skin of their teeth, and they do in the end. They get nothing out of the game, but somehow it only ends 2-0. It could have been any scoreline, but Daniel Amartey, the man you saw on the screen, getting man of the match and a goal after just 6.5 minutes in his debut. I think we're going to like him. I think something tells me after a debut like that, we are really going to like this guy. Nevertheless, as I said at the start of that game, we are going to change some kit numbers around. Daniel Amartey is going to number 4. We're going to change someone else. I think it's Klosterman, who for some reason is 43. We're going to change him as well, and then a few of the Youth Academy players as well. Klosterman will turn to 23. But nevertheless, What a debut for Daniel Amartey. He won't be playing in the second game of the episode due to a bit of fatigue in the squad because there was only half a week between this the whole game and this game you're seeing now at Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. And this is second versus fifth actually in the Barclays Premier League at the moment. Us being second and Chelsea being fifth. If we win this game, we can pretty much effectively kick Chelsea out of the title race. We are also the best defensive team in the league going into this one, no doubt thanks to the man you saw in yellow a moment ago, Kasper Schmeichel, who's been fantastic this season. A fairly similar side to the one you saw a moment ago, but Arnold returns to the side after his suspension against Hull. Ben Yedder and Jamie Vardy are up front for this one. Nevertheless, after just 10 minutes, and Oscar is hitting the base of the post already, and it's fallen there for Mohamed Salah, and the referee's given a penalty. I'm not entirely sure what for. I mean, it's the type of penalty you tend to see given a lot, but it seemed like Salah just kicked Arnold. But Chelsea now have a chance to go 1-0 up in the blink of an eye. Fabregas takes it and hits the post again, and Arnold coming very close to scoring an own goal, but the ball does just trickle out wide. A decent clearance, I suppose you can say, in the end. And Arnold trying to make up for that penalty missed. What a strike that was. Asmir Begovic does an okay job of saving it, and there's a foul in the build-up as well. Nevertheless, into the 22nd minute, Thomas Callas here has found Oscar after the corner is cleared away, and what a strike that is from Oscar. Oh my goodness gracious me, on the volley into the top corner. I talk the praises of Kasper Schmeichel, but there is nothing he can do about that. What a strike that is from Oscar, and now we've got to try and get back into this game. What a goal that is. Ivanovic, though, is trying to help us because he's headed the ball onto his own bar. Nevertheless, into the 41st minute, Vardy has found Arnold, who's found Ben Yedder in all sorts of space. It is saved, not cleared away, and Jamie Vardy is there on the rebound to nod into the corner of the goal just 4 minutes before half-time, and surely that means we'll go in at the break at 1-1. A fantastic bit of play from Jamie Vardy to actually get onto it. Ben Yedder probably should have finished things off in general anyway. But nevertheless, now on the edge at half-time even further, Nicholas and Kulu and Sisto are trying to get the ball off Remy. Neither of them can clear it away. And I said surely we'd go in at half-time level, and we don't. And for some reason, I was just not allowed to clear this ball away. But it's a good finish from Loic Remy after some pretty haphazard defending from Pione Sisto and Nicholas and Kulu. I can understand Sisto, it's not his job, but Nicholas and Kulu should be doing better. And now, surely we're going to go in at the break 2-1 down. It seems as if the referee's given 4 minutes, though, of extra time, so we'll try and get forward. Again, Victor Moses has brought down Pione Sisto and perhaps is lucky not to get a yellow card. Bruno Perez will take the resultant free kick and pass it to N'Golo Kante, who gets away from the Chelsea midfielders. He finds Sisto there on the edge of the box. Doesn't seem as if there's much on, but Vardy's found Ben Yedder, who's been tackled by Salah. Poor touch from Callas, though, and Ben Yedder is there. And yet more poor defending, first of all from us. And now Chelsea have thrown away the lead, and we've seen 2 goals in injury time of the first half. This after a goal from Jamie Vardy in the 41st minute. There's been 3 goals in 4 in-game minutes here. And at half-time, it looked as if we were going to go in at half-time at 1-1. It's now 2-2 into the second half. Victor Moses coming very close to finding the top corner, but thankfully it whistles just wide. Bruno Perez, though, has found N'Golo Kante. Now Ben Yedder, who sees Arnold in all sorts of space. He unleashes the strike right into the top corner. That is an absolutely astonishing goal from Maximilian Arnold. What a strike. This guy just does not stop scoring absolutely incredible goals right into the top corner. He's been winding one of those up all day. He tested Begovic with it earlier, but the Bosnian had no chance with that one. And Arnold has scored yet another wonder goal to put us now 3-2 ahead in this game. Shani Tarajai now testing Begovic in the Chelsea goal with that finesse effort from outside the area, but it's a good save from Begovic. And now with just 3 minutes to go, we're on the break again. Chelsea committing players forward. Jamie Vardy has found the substitute Danny Drinkwater, who's clean through on goal. Can he score? No, he can't. It hits the base of the post. And in the end, the game ends 3-2 thanks to an absolutely incredible goal from Maximilian Arnold. What a strike. A contender for goal of the season, surely. From outside the area, a full about 30 yards out, straight into the top corner. In the end, man of the match goes to Wissam Ben Yedder after he scored our goal. Good ratings as well for Vardy and Arnold, of course, the other 2 goal scorers. But Arnold winning us the game with perhaps goal of the season so far. He's got 3 contenders. The volley against Fulham, the long shot against Everton, and now a long shot to win us the game against Chelsea. Absolutely astonishing stuff. Nevertheless, in training after that game, Shani Tarajai, one of the men you actually saw in the highlights there a moment ago, has gone up to a 75 overall, and both Kante and Luka Zahovic are both very close to going up to their next rating as well. But now into the third and final game of today's episode, just in case we didn't need any more excitement from this one. And as I said at the start of the episode, a very haphazard team will be put in for this one. Joe Dodu, Marcus Karlgren, Christian Fuchs into the side, Klosterman, Gudinho in goal, Andy King, Liam Moore, Amartey's in at centre-back as well. So it's a very young and inexperienced squad, but Luka Zahovic getting the first chance of the game and testing Michel Vorm pretty well. All the way into the 41st minute, and Dele Alli has found Kieran Trippier, who's hit the crossbar. And that is a massive let-off for us, because Trippier should be scoring there. Nevertheless, we're going forward now. Tarajai finding Zahovic into the second half. Marcus Karlgren, the youngster, finding Joe Dodu. Is back to Marcus Karlgren, the Youth Academy graduate, who scored and put us in the lead here. And this episode of surprises and just incredible action is continuing. One of our Youth Academy graduates here, Marcus Karlgren, has scored to give us the lead, and now Joe Dodu's been set forward by Andy King, but it's a fantastic save from Michel Vorm. We could be 2-0 up. Nevertheless, now making some changes, Zahovic and Dodu are coming off for Shinji Okazaki and another youth graduate, Mikael Vestergaard. And, well, Marcus Karlgren's done the job. I don't see why he can't as well. Karlgren, lovely 1-2 between himself and Fuchs, then gives it to Francois Camano. Fuchs, playing in his first game in this entire series, bulldozing his way forward, now passing it through for Okazaki, who's only just come onto the pitch, and we're 2-0 up. And Shinji Okazaki, with his first action, having come off the bench, has made it 2-0, and we've had a Youth Academy graduate score in this game, and now someone who's been on the pitch for about 20 seconds has scored as well after all the action so far. Tottenham, however, should have scored by now. Townsend's hit the inside of the post. We're going forward just 2 minutes later. Karlgren's found King. He's going to try and find Mikael Vestergaard, who goes past the Tottenham defender, and he's one-on-one. Can he score as well? Yes, he can. This is absolutely astonishing. We are tearing Tottenham Hotspur apart with the Youth Academy players. Mikael Vestergaard, cool as you like, in off the post. Michel Vorm with no chance whatsoever. Tottenham, though, are going forward again, and Chadley just misses the target. Thankfully for us, it breezes just past Gudinho's post. Now we're going forward again. Shani Tarajai finds Nicholas Boylerson, another Youth Academy player. He combines with Vestergaard. Will that go in? No, it doesn't. And we almost had a hat-trick of Youth Academy players. Nicholas Boylerson getting there just before Michel Vorm. Almost a hat-trick of Youth Academy players scoring, and Vestergaard and Okazaki, the men you saw on the screen just there, helping us do a fantastic 3-0 win over Tottenham. Marcus Karlgren gets man of the match. 8 ratings as well for King and Fuchs. A good rating as well for Gudinho as well as Camano. And then Vestergaard and Okazaki. My voice is going completely after such a ridiculous episode. So what? We had the dominant win against Tull, where Daniel Amartey scores 6.5 minutes into his debut. We then go and beat Chelsea 3-2 in a mad game, thanks to a Maxi Arnold wonderstrike. And then in the FA Cup, we go and beat Tottenham comfortably 3-0 with the Youth Academy players, of which 2 of them scored. One of them almost did as well. Karlgren gets a goal, Vestergaard gets a goal, Boylerson with a lovely dink effort over Vorm, almost scoring as well with the final kick of the game. And probably episode of the season so far. I hope you guys have really enjoyed it, because it's been absolutely manic. We also closed in on Arsenal, who are top of the Barclays Premier League, so just to top it all off, just to put the cherry on the icing on the cake. Nevertheless, I hope you did enjoy this episode of Leicester City Career Mode. Feel free to hit the likes button if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you're new around here as well, and comment about enjoying the video if you enjoyed it that much. But nevertheless, it's been a pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a good day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.